Hey, what's going on, everybody? Lorian here, and I'm actually on the Thailand server because wanted to take a look at the new Sigils. You've probably seen some information about it already, but the Sigil is basically your fourth, jewel slot, and I don't have any gear on this. I literally just made it because I wanted to check it out. But I wonder if it'll even let me. I don't think it'll even let me click on a piece of gear. Yeah, it won't let me see it. But anyway, you know how it has three slots, right? And that's for the three gems, and then the sigil is supposed to be the fourth one. I assume that it's good. You're probably gonna have to buy it. It's probably gonna be one of those things out of a box. Maybe it'll come from a monster. I didn't see any monsters when I looked around the map on the Thailand server, but I know everybody's kind of freaking out about the cost. Um, I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise at this point, and I mean, yeah, of course it's going to cost a lot. Okay, an archaic tome is going to cost. I saw it. It's like a ridiculous amount if you buy it from in here. And where is it? Oh no, that's not it. Extractors. I'm assuming that's what you're gonna do to get rid of the. Oh, there it is, 900 for the archaic tome. I assume the extractors is it's gonna be to remove sigils, just like removing jewels. 900, and I know that it goes up. It's just like all the other ones where there's a discount if you buy it in bulk. Okay, but I do remember seeing on one of my line chats that there's going to be a 1999 pack that is going to include a bunch of archaic tomes, okay? Which means buying it here, if that pack is true, is the way to go. Right? You pretty much have to spend the $20 to buy the tombs that way, because buying it through gems here, as the game allows you to, is completely not worth it. I mean, 900 for one item, a required item. I mean, to put that into perspective of what you're paying for just a gold, not a gold hammer. That's not a good comparison, but the soul crystals and the cuffs, right? Because you need these for the other buildings or tombs, right? 15, 20, 20. Kind of ridiculous that they're charging 900 per. But I mean, what do you expect? Um, if IGG keeps making sales on 11K heroes and all that kind of stuff, I mean, we're just feeding into the greed. But I mean, before everybody goes into panic mode and it's like, oh my god, to progress my account now I gotta spend hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. No, you don't, because everybody was freaking out when familiars came out. You remember that when they're like, oh my god, it goes through shields and everything, and I'm just gonna wake up and lose all my troops. I mean, the amount of money that person has to spend to do that to you, the likelihood of that actually happening to you is slim to none. Right? After familiars came out, I have never gotten hit. I've never even seen anybody get hit outside of on a YouTube video from a familiar attack. People just don't even use them. But there was this big freak out and people are quitting the game and oh my god, the sky's falling, right? When that came out. So the same thing. Sky's falling again apparently because, sigils. Now, who knows? After 1 of 10, if it goes higher, maybe it's gonna be. Hopefully, it's not more than 2 per level here, but I mean, it's like they kind of ran out. It seems like they ran out of ideas, creative ways. So they just put this whole research tree together. But if it goes up, like after 1 of 10 and 2 of 10 is like 4, then it's gonna be really expensive, right? So of course, I'm not disputing the fact that it's gonna be expensive to go through the research. What I am disputing is that it's unfair, and now like there's no way for us to compete with the people that are spending millions of dollars. Okay, when you run into those players, right? They're usually shared accounts, and they go and they get bored, These big players, you know, 1 billion players, 2 billion players. I've been in a guild where there's several of them, and they don't even log on to the game. You know, they're just not online because they're bored. There's nothing to do. So then when there's a patch that comes out, okay, then they play for a little while and then they don't log in again. Okay, it's like when people hit T4. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you're going through it and you're going through T1, T2, T3, you're playing a lot, and then when you get T4, you feel like, okay, I got somewhere, and you slow down. Everybody goes into lull and the slow down. You know, yeah, are they gonna get an advantage? Yeah, sure. Like, you know, we'll look at it here, 15%, but they're gonna have to spend a ton, right, to get all that, and then what, 8 hit points? What is? I'm assuming this is gonna be 15% as well. Yeah, 15% for that one as well. Going to defense, 15% as well. And then Furious defense, another 10%. So, I mean, yeah, you're going to get 25%, looks like, total, if you max it out. Okay, 25% more army attack, health, defense. Okay. I mean, it's not going to break the game. Okay, somebody's going to forget to use an attack boost. That's why they have attack boosts, right? So they use a 20 because they think you have enough, and you use a 50, you get 30% more than them. You know, big deal. Like, when it comes to endgame anyway, the guilds that hold base and win are the ones coordinating double and triple rallies. You know, they're going to beat out somebody who has maxed out research. This stuff, these sigils and all this research only matters to the people that are going for the guilds that are spending a ridiculous amount of money on the game. This is going to have virtually no impact on, I would say, 90% of the kingdoms in the game. Okay, so before you think that the sky's falling, I mean, realistically, okay, the sky wasn't falling when T4 came out, right? Where, oh my god, they're so much stronger than T3, we have no chance, and it costs so much to get to T4, and the sky's falling, right? And the sky's falling again when familiars come out, okay? The sky's not falling, okay? You know, realistically, when I look at this tree, I'm just like, well, I know my Lord's mobile budget. I play the game, you know, the way that I want to play it, and do I feel like this is gonna break the game? No. I mean, 11k heroes. What? I mean, I've seen a couple people in different kingdoms, but they leave or you leave. That's why they have migration, right? Oh, but it's costing me so much to do that. Okay, it's gonna cost you more to get this stuff, okay, than it is, for you to get a migration scroll and move, right? And again, these big guys are pretty inactive. You know, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. And I mean, you know, my opinion, but it's not gonna break the game. Now, is IGG being greedy? Yeah, I mean, but didn't we should have already known that, like, I don't know, a year ago? I mean, it's a pay to win game, pay to play, and then they have some free to play aspects, which of course they don't have high priority. I mean, it's a business, right? You think big corporations are going to give away, you know, 50% of their profits to charity? No. So what, you think IGG is going to make 50% of content for their free to play players? No, because they don't make any money off of their free to play players. They just don't, right? They make money off of people that are willing to pay. So, you know, the only caution I have here is, I'm just hoping for those people that, you know, don't go splurging and get themselves into real financial trouble trying to get through all this stuff. Because sigils, I mean, just looking at it, 160 tombs, that's a lot of gems, right? Because we're talking, let's say for the sake of argument, it was like 900 something, right? So let's just say it's 1,000. I mean, that's a lot of gems to spend. So I'm gonna hope that pack that I saw on one of my line chats is a legit pack, I know it was a lot more affordable to buy it that way, and maybe that's what IGG is trying to do, is to encourage more pack spending while creating some content. But you know, not the content I was expecting them to release. I was expecting them to go a different way. After Familiars, I really thought they were going to work on another turf, you know, for your, expansion of your turf, you know, because there's space up there, you know, you can make it more space. I thought they would maybe do that, or they would go with, you know, work towards T5 or something like that. But I guess, I mean, that slot's been available for forever, right? Since the beginning there, we've always been asking, you know, when are you going to fill out that fourth slot on the equipment? You know, when are we going to get to put another gem in there? Well, we got our answer. It was not going to be another gem. It's going to be Sigils. So will I get Sigils? I mean, I probably eventually. Am I going to rush it? No, not really, because it's going to take too much. It's going to take too long. And I mean, you have to do all of it. I assume you're going to do all of it just to unlock the first one. Look at that, 8, right? That's going to take forever just to unlock the slot that you can put a sigil in. And let's just say the sigils are on par with the jewels. So let's just say you're going to get 20 to 30% of a troop stat. Okay. Yeah, somebody that has all sigils is going to have an advantage. Okay. But as far as the research goes, it's not much of an advantage for research. But obviously, you know, if every piece of armor is going to get an additional 20% to whatever troop type you choose, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 120%. Now, yeah, that's strong. But again, how often are you going to run into somebody who has every sigil unlocked? Unless you're on a server that is in constant war with all the top guilds. And again, you have an option to leave, right? So it's not the end of the world. Okay. I'm not defending IGG by any means. They're greedy. It's a business, and we play the game, and we'll play until it's no longer fun. And if it's not fun for you, then you know you don't play. But does updates ruin games? As a general whole, no. Updates and patches and expansions don't ruin games. They change the game, and some people will like it and some people won't like it. What eventually ruins the games is that it just gets old. They run out of things to do. Similarly to EverQuest and World of Warcraft and, you know, Final Fantasy and all the other MMOs that came out. Eventually, it just got boring because there isn't much left to do, or you're tired of playing and doing the same thing. Time is what's going to kill the game. It's nothing to do with updates. I mean, you have to do a seriously bad update to ruin the game. I mean, come on. We go through KVKs where it don't work, where it loads and we get stuck, and everybody's like, oh damn, IGG, you guys, I'm playing this broken game anymore. But you know what, people still playing and they're still making a ton of money. So, you know, this guy's not falling, guys. It's gonna be okay. But that's all I got for Sigils and the update. I don't know what else they're gonna change. I gotta build up this Thailand account, so at least I can, you know, click on different things. But I only needed this to look at the sigils. So anyway, so that's all I got. So thanks guys for watching. Appreciate the support. And let me know in the comments, you know, if you have a question. And appreciate you liking and subscribing. You guys have a good one. Take it easy.